in Lagos, Nigeria. And I still have Gani Kaide Balogun and Paul Dada in the studio. And we just for we'll be talking about the roads infrastructure in Nigeria, and we'll now go to Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, the Gridlock, and we'll be at the front here. If you are exiting this place after journalist hangouts, maybe from the front of TVC here, you can spend 1 hour to get to the 7-Up intersection before you can turn. And everywhere, all the alternative routes, look, okay, this is the situation right now. And this can be for hours. And okay, this is Nuruddin Olowopopo Drive. Yes, this is Nuruddin Olowopopo Drive. As we have... when you are coming from Bega to Alausa, this Nuruddin Olowopopo Drive, and that road, very good lane road, 3-4 lanes. You can see the Gridlock, and this connects to the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. So if you have this, and you have Lagos, this is a Magodo axis of Lagos-Ibadan Express Road, and this is a mobile axis. And look at the road. Now, this will stretch to Bega. I don't know where this starts from. This is a drone shot. Now, this will stretch to Bega. And to add salt to injury, by the time it's 7-8, around that Kara Bridge, people will start, some unscrupulous element to start robbing commuters, and people will have to abandon their cars. It's living in hell.
The last time security was solid on that Kara Bridge was when Tunji Disu was head of RRS.
Okay.
They dedicated themselves solely to making sure that something.
He's still in the position to do something. You're afraid he's now the principal staff officer to the IG. Hey, Olatunji Disu, please. You can still do something. IGP, you can still do something.
This is the litmus test over this weekend.
Yes.
For both FRSC.
People will be traveling out of Lagos.
For both FRSC. What's the one for Ogun State?
But what they're saying now is that construction should stop for the meantime so that it can make the passage.
I think it was our friend Kayode who told me that when you put on the brake in Lagos, it will take you 7 minutes. That's what is lost for simply putting on the brake like this on any major Lagos road. So imagine what's happening, how many hours they are wasting there on that. And like we were saying before we went for the commercial break, what is the Ogun State government doing to allay the sufferings of these people? The road on the Sherry side has been abandoned for years. That road can be face-to-face for those going home. A small bridge of less than a kilometer over Ogun River. What's the name of this area? Down your road, after Magodo, after Omole phase 2.
The Sherry Road.
The road, it has a Yoruba name, I've forgotten what they call it. There is a junction there that leads nowhere. I was told that there's supposed to be a bridge, but it was abandoned, and they built up that area. All you have to do was clear that bridge. Olowora.
Okay, Olowora.
All you have to do is to lick up that bridge over the water. To join that road, you know the road I'm talking about, the one in front of Opik.
Yeah.
And once that, that will solve the problem by 70%. Because whoever doesn't have any business on the express can now take that road for as far as they can. I don't know what's going on in Lagos-Ibadan Express. Nobody does. It has consumed nothing less than 3 ministers for administrations.
Well, the decision...
And the road seems that the Aborubo year of that road.
No, right now we have a situation whereby even those who want to go through the Sherry Road from
after Kara.
No, I think is it from Big Treats when you come from Agidingbi?
Okay.
And you're going through Omole phase 1.
Okay.
And you want to go and connect that popular road safety.
Where you have road safety.
Yes, Ogunisi Road. They call it Ogunisi Road right now.
Actually.
The Ogunisi Road right now. So, the gridlock has extended to that place. So all alternative
usually
routes,
you have
that
gridlock
area
there from that place down to the express. Right from what's the name of this bus? I think Omole. That bus stop. What do you call that bus stop? I think it's Omole, right? Yeah, from Omole bus down that
road.
And it's moving back.
And people spend overnight. That road.
In fact, for those traveling tomorrow for Salah, if you have a choice, take the train. Because the chances are that road.
I'm telling you, if you are going to Abeokuta,
some may tell you they can't afford.
You are going to Ibadan, Abeokuta, or you are going to Osun State.
Some
I don't know, maybe they still
some will tell you
right.
they can't afford the train fare. But,
How much? How much is the?
So Ibadan, I think Ibadan is 3,000.
You can't afford 3,000. Stay at home.
Well, but let's also say it's a good thing that let's commend the federal government for stopping the work for now, pausing the work so that people can. Because if at this time you have such heavy vehicular density, you can imagine what's going to be like maybe tomorrow.
No, tomorrow is out of it if they don't stop work.
Yeah, tomorrow
people do salary
and all of that. Then the issue of security that we talked about, is very, very important. But beyond this, this is just a temporary measure for this period. Beyond this, the woes people experience every day.
Will the road be free with the suspension of the construction?
I know it will be free after that. What about after Salah break?
No, we're asking, with the suspension, would the road be
okay,
free?
that's what I'm saying. That is exactly what I'm saying. Will the road now be free after the Salah break? No. The work will continue, right? And we will return to the status quo. So all of these suggestions we are making, all of these complaints we are raising, I hope they just do something very decisive so that people can have...
Because I keep asking, where are the alternative routes? When we are blocking the A1. That road is A1, no? In Nigeria. That's our number one.
I once spent three hours very early in the morning on that road. Maybe between Kara and Bega or something.
Where are the alternatives? You cannot block Nigeria's most important express route without providing alternatives. That's what I don't get. You want people to come in and invest, and the investor is caught in traffic for 4 hours to access the airport. What do you think he will do?
It's terrible.
Something must be done to provide, even whether they stop or not, it's not really material. They must provide alternative routes for our people to take. That's the only solution.
And we must endure this because we must complete that road.
Yeah.
If you remember the number of years that road has gone through construction, I can't remember now. I can't start tracing it. So, because this is the last phase.
Jonathan awarded that road. It was withdrawn. No, Obasanjo gave it to PPP. It was withdrawn by Jonathan.
At a point in time, we went to Bicotney.
Bicotney tried, they went to court. They gave it to them for 25 years to run, which is done over the world.
This idea of one government stopping, I think government is supposed to be a continuum.
No, it's not like that in Nigeria.
I don't know why. That was how someone, Obasanjo just sold refineries, another person reversed it. You understand?
And today we are paying free salaries for those refineries.
Maybe if Yar'Adua had allowed those refineries to go, maybe we'll not be talking about subsidy issue now. I don't know. When you have good policy by a government, look at this issue of Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. You keep awarding it. The thing is there. You are reconstructing it like forever. When is it going to end?
And then I just told you
that
the reconstruction is already obsolete. It's already obsolete because we warned them on this program 5 years ago. This will happen. Somebody will come in 2 years, 3 years and said, okay, we're not going to make it a 14-lane express road.
And then you cost another...
And that will now take another 40 years. Computers. By the time you do that, the developer will have got it to Shagamu, will be on his way to Ajebo, and then you start all over again. Like whoever is the person that reduced the road after Shagamu, the person should be lined up and shot. Because we are assuming that there will be no growth in that axis, but the growth is already there. That means you are paying for a construction that is useless by the time it was delivered.
And if, by any chance, we finish this road and we now introduce toll, because the former works minister actually hinted of that, let's say by the Lagos axis, Shagamu axis, like we used to do, and Ibadan axis. Yeah. What is wrong in tolling? Tolling to maintain, or as in tolling effectively, or transferring the roads in the hands of private participants to make sure that they maintain this road.
If a project actually has been through PPP, and the company that embark on that project decides to toll or collect some sort of levy within a period of time, I think there's nothing bad in it. And there's nothing bad in also tolling. There's nothing bad for government. For me, there's nothing bad. Just deliver.
They don't have the funds now.
Yes, we need funds actually. See, Nigerians are ready to pay. A lot of Nigerians are ready to pay for services that are efficient. You understand? But if you are tolling
Like
that
ready
road,
to pay
and
for the
people,
increment of
if for example, if you are
electricity.
tolling and people are still wasting man hours on a particular road, then it doesn't. That means it's like double. What's it called? Double jeopardy. So what are we eventually gaining?
All over the world, there's
nothing wrong with tolling.
There's always a difference. I don't want to call it tolling. Difference in prices between the fast and the slow one. You must give us an option. Give us a diversion that will take 4 hours.
Okay. Oh, okay, I have Adedamola Kuti from the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing on this Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you very much. Sorry, I'm joining you a bit late. I just entered the house and then just listened to your program.
Okay.
And just to explain a few things.
Please, go ahead.
The construction work on Lagos-Ibadan, you see, we need to focus on what is causing this gridlock. What is causing this gridlock is not, number one, my brother there, I think it's Mr. Gani also, who was saying something that blockage. Nobody has blocked Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Nobody has blocked it. What we have done is to create a diversion. Creating a diversion so that, we can manage the road. And it's a moving traffic. But the problem with our people is just impatience. Our people are impatient. And then once there is any breakdown of vehicles within the diversion areas, people drive against traffic. Truly, he also said, yes, that this is a major trunk road, trunk A road. Good. It's a trunk A road. There are alternatives. The old Ikorodu-Shagam is an old road. It's old A1. Before the construction of Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Some of our people can make use of this place, of this particular road. We still have another road on Lekki-Epe Road. They also bought that at Ijebu-Ode.
To get to Lekki.
Our people can make use of this road. But the issue basically is that it has to do, the thought there is as a result of impatience on the part of drivers, impatient, people who pick passengers, these commercial vehicles that pick passengers because we are already right inside Lagos. And then this new garage, as you enter into Lagos,
Yes, Adedamola.
You have to drop your passenger.
Okay.
So those are the issues that we are facing there. Our people should just obey the traffic rules.
Can you tell us, can you give a timeline, as in, that we can endure till? As in...
Yes, thank you very much. In terms of time, why we are very, very cautious about this? As you are very close to the site, go to the site and see what we have left is just a very, very small section. But the problem we are having now is that we are already at the peak of the rainy season. We're already at the peak of the rainy season. Okay. If I give you a timeline now, and then there is continuous rain of which we are not in control, it creates another. But all hands are on deck. We are finishing it very, very soon. For every day it rains, it brings up back 4 days.
I want to thank you, Adedamola Kuti, for that contribution. Thank you. At least you helped us out.
If I may just react, let me just react quickly to what he said. Sometimes I find it a little bit, I feel disenchanted when people who are supposed to provide solutions are analyzing problems the way we are doing here. It is our job to analyze. The problem is, what have you done about the problem? You talked about the issue of when vehicles break down, people drive against traffic. You work with the federal ministry. How effective is your working with the law enforcement agents to make sure that to stop people, to prevent people from driving against the traffic? Now, the alternative is to talk about how viable are those routes. You just...
And how far?
Exactly.
No. How far is not the issue. If I know that I'm going to have a smooth ride to get to Lekki from this place, to pass through Lekki, phase 1, phase 2, Awoyaya, I don't know, Osakwa, London, and move to Ekpe.
As an alternative.
To get to Ekpe, God, you know, to get to that area, even the disaster zone called Ikorodu Shagamu. I've tried it. I think I tried it like 6 months ago.
We lost bumper now.
Oh, no.
Those are
Human
the
beings
things
should not be
we're
going
talking about.
to.
It's not enough for you to say,
There should
pass
be-
this,
there-
there's an alternative road.
No,
There's an
there
alternative
should
road.
be a law to stop people from taking the Shagamu.
Honestly.
They should do a law specifically for that road.
Stop from driving in that road.